My name is Gavin Evans, and let's rank Robert Eggers' filmography from worst to best. And this video will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But Robert Eggers is a very interesting filmmaker because he has such a distinct style. The way his movies look with a muted color palette and the use of natural lighting, the way his movies sound with the use of Old English. He's obviously interested in historical pieces, and he finds such unique ways to bring them to life. So let's begin by talking about his worst movie, and it's unfortunately my biggest disappointment of 2024, and it's Nosferatu. I wanted to love this movie. I really did. But it just sucked. I will begin by talking about what I did like, and Bill Skarsgård's performance is completely transformative. Like, the way he talks doesn't sound like Bill Skarsgård at all. The way he looks with his makeup on doesn't look like Bill Skarsgård at all. And I love how Count Orlok had a completely different look than I was expecting, and it just felt like a very refreshing element. I do like the way the movie looks, but at the same time, I just feel like Robert Eggers is going on autopilot at this point, and it didn't really surprise me in that way. Lily Rose Depp, I know people love her performance, but I got nothing from it. She just did nothing to really elevate this character, and I never cared about her or her husband or just anything going on. I found the script to be completely unengaging, and it's like 40 minutes too long. There just wasn't enough substance for this runtime, and the longer this movie goes on for, the messier it becomes. Like, as soon as Nicholas Hoult escapes the castle and everyone's getting sick and they're getting the doctor and Willem Dafoe, and I just thought the movie lost all focus, and I was just so bored while watching it. The movie's also never scary, and I'm kind of getting tired of this trend where art house directors don't want to deliver in tension and skills, and I find that to be very disappointing. I found the movie to be thematically empty. I just got nothing from this movie. It is such a huge letdown, and I don't know if I can get excited for another Robert Eggers movie again anytime soon. His second worst movie is The Lighthouse, and I know people love this movie. And I'll say this: Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe do give very good performances. I do think that this movie can be funny, and at least it's about something. Like, it's about madness, but at the same time, I found it to be very unengaging. I look at it and it looks great, but I just don't care about anything, and it just felt like a real drag. And yeah, that's really it. Some potential, but wasted potential. But now we can talk about the movies of his I love. Skipping right to The Northman, and this kind of feels like a hot take because it kind of seems like everyone agrees that this is his worst movie, but I really dug this. Like, Alexander Skarsgård is so great here, and he just brought a level of physicality that was perfect for this character, and he carried this movie incredibly well. Nicole Kidman did a really great job, and Anya Taylor-Joy is really fantastic as well. The movie looks beautiful, of course, but I love how grounded it can feel 1 minute and how fantasy it can feel another. I feel like he balanced this movie out perfectly, and I love how it's a revenge story. Well, the point isn't that revenge is bad or anything like that. I like how it's about this boy who suffered a terrible loss at such a young age, and he just has a very naive point of view about the world and who his parents were. And then throughout this movie, he's faced with the harsh reality, and I found it to be very effective. It's a great story told very effectively. I thought the characters had depth to them. I thought some of the action was just terrific. Like, that final scene is just so good. There's lots of great symbolism. It's just a movie that I have watched a few times since it came out, and I do really love it. So that's why it's number 2. But then we get to his best movie, and it's The Witch. And one reason why I think I love this movie this much is because it's Robert Eggers' first movie. Like I said, he has a distinct style in the way his movies look, the way his movies sound, and in 2016, it just felt like a bold new voice introducing himself. And if this movie came out today, after Nosferatu, I still think I would love this movie, but not to the same degree. And I think his style just works so perfect for this movie. This movie looks incredible. It's so beautifully shot and lit, and it's dripping with atmosphere. The costumes and the production design just feel so a part of this time period. Anya Taylor-Joy gives an incredible performance, and she just carries this movie incredibly well, and she did everything that she needed to perfectly. Ralph Ineson has such a great voice, and I thought he really stood out here. And Kate Dickie adds so much weight to everything going on. The performances are just amazing, and I love the story being told. I love how it's about religion, it's about family, it's about evil, it's about faith, and there's so much thematic depth and lots of character depth, and it's a movie about how the presence of evil can destroy a family. It's about how the idea of evil can destroy a family. It's about how loss and grief can destroy a family. And I just found it to be so effective. That scene when Thomason is playing peekaboo and the baby disappears is such a haunting moment. And the final scene of this movie with Thomason joining the Coven of Witches after talking to Black Phillip is such a haunting, disturbing final note for this movie. I just get so much from it in the performances, the direction, the script. It's just a whole masterpiece. It's one of A24's very best movies, and it's Robert Eggers' best movie. So that's my ranking, but what's yours? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and Gavin out.